Hey guys, it's me, it's Michael B. And if you can hear that sound in my voice, that wonderful baritone sound seems to be back. I think I'm finally clear of whatever bug has had me, or bugs have had me for the course of the last month and a half. Of course, now I'm going to cough, so obviously I brought that on myself. But anyways, guys, I'm feeling so much better. So glad to share tonight with you. Have fun on another episode of Chill and Chat. So tonight we've got some fun stuff to talk about. We're actually going to move past what's in the title and move past what's out there because there's so much more to talk about. So much more I want to talk about with you, but I can only put so much on the thumbnail and so much on the title itself. So tonight we're going to be talking all about Black Friday 2022. I want to tell you guys what I picked up. Some stuff may surprise you. Some stuff probably won't be a total surprise. So this is all my gaming pickups, everything, including modern gaming, retro gaming, home arcade, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to share that with you tonight. I'm going to tell you why I picked up stuff and why I'm excited to try some of the stuff out, and even some stuff I kind of, now that all the sales are over, regret not picking up looking back on it now. On top of that, we've got the AtGames Community Legends Bit LCD Marquee contest. It's been going on for about a month now. We've got the final entries, and contestants' entries closed on November 17th. Put a video up last week, let people vote on it, so we will announce the official winners live tonight on Chill and Chat. On top of that, there's some other fun stuff I want to talk about. iArcade recently released Moon Patrol. They released some other IREM games coming out. There seems to be a hullabaloo in the community whether or not Moon Patrol is a AAA game. Let's talk about it, and at the end of the day, does it really freaking matter? Anyways, we're going to talk about all this stuff, have a bunch of fun tonight, hopefully I managed to make it through without coughing the whole time, and I'm actually friggin' better. This is Chill and Chat with Michael B. So that's right, guys. Let me pull up the chat here and see who has joined us tonight. I see Bob Oif. Bob, it's always fun to see you, brother. Ralph Thomas says you looks loads better. I feel loads better. My daughter is just coming down with some other kind of new sickness now, so fingers crossed I don't catch that as well. JJ's here. Jason M. Biggie D's Arcade. Yeah, I saw you in the Super Game Room dudes chat earlier, Biggie D. Good to see you, brother. Tim's Basement Arcade. Danny Davis. Are you the referee, Danny Davis, from when I was a kid? Dangerous Danny Davis? I know you're not, but anyways, I just thought it was funny. Chris Langlois, 93. Ray of the Glimmer and Harpy. What's happening? Headshake TV. Bobby Timpson. Jason Mucha. Sterling Hall. It's good to see you as always, brother. We've got David G. It's David G. Sean P. Loved your last chat with Justin. Great to see y'all. Thank you so much, Sean. Don Giovanni, Console Fanboy, Koja Jangles, Carl Dog, Nick Gamble, Andy's Game Room, Rody 8105. All right, guys. Brent Hutter, Nicole T. J. Cuts. Here I am. Let's get going, guys. So first off, I want to announce the winners for the AtGames Legends Bit LCD Community Marquee Design Challenge. So for those of you that have been following along since I think it was when was it? The contest closed November 17th. I think we started up October 21st. In the midst of all my sickness, I had this excellent opportunity to work with AtGames. They wanted to throw some prizes out there and really entice the community to come up with some fun and interesting marquee designs to share with the rest of the community and make the Legends Ultimate with the new Bit LCD look awesome. So we've been basically accepting entries, and now we've got our final entries ready to do the contest. What I want to do, show you guys the prizes, what will be given away tonight, and then I want to show you guys the entries, and then I will officially announce the winners. How exciting is that? Just 1 second, guys. I should have had all this prepared, right? But let me get it up and going. First up, let's take a look at the prizes. And I gotta make sure the video's paused because I always do this stuff wrong. So anyways, full screen. Here we are, guys. Here's the prizes. So first place is the AtGames Legends Pinball Micro. I've reviewed this. The thing is awesome. And then we've got 2 additional prizes for the runners-up of the Legends Quad Play Control Deck. So those are the prizes we are going to be giving away live here tonight to the winning contestants. Sorry, guys, slight delay here, slight delay. So what I want to do now, guys, I'm going to show you the entries, including audio for once, because I know David G was disappointed. David G, which you guys might not know this, and David, I don't know if I'm 100% accurate at this, but he didn't just take video and splice something together to make a marquee. David, you actually filmed this yourself, which even makes it so much cooler, brother. So I want to make sure I'm showing you guys in this correct format. So just give me 1 second. Let me bring this up for you guys. You got to check it out. All these entries are awesome. After I show you these, I'm going to then announce the winners, guys. But I want one more look at the entries that we put in. They put in for the Legends Bit LCD Community Marquee Design Challenge. Just 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I should be better at this. All right. We are ready to rock and roll, guys. So here comes the actual contestants. And I'll turn up the desktop audio now. On SpoonX 2 applications, there's not really any audio, a little bit of him talking, but when you get into the other ones, you'll actually hear the audio that goes along with their videos. So enjoy, guys, and I'll stop talking.
Enjoy. Here's my video submission for the Legends Ultimate Arcade. Here's one. You can see it's animated, and here comes the second one. A little bit different, but also animated. Enjoy.
Set phasers to maximum.
Your command of all the vessels in the region, and in the name of those we lost, you will run this bastard down.
Force laid in.
This is a manhunt, pure and simple. Maximum more. Punch it.
Captain, I've located the creature.
Set phasers to maximum.
Donc c'est vous qui voyez. Bah, il faut pas tarder à lui dire.
Anyways, guys, there's a bunch more from Darker Dark. Darker Dark put in like 5 or 6 submissions. They're all excellent quality like that. I just don't want to leave you guys hanging for too long. Sorry, I'm still coughing somehow, even though I'm better. So if you want to go back and check out all of Darker Dark's entries, like he put them up for the community too, you definitely got to go check them out. He did a Willow one. He did a couple Star Wars ones. They're awesome. You can go check out my video for the contest finalists, which I'll link down in the comments below or link down in the description below so you can go back and watch it. Now, with that out of the way, I want to say congratulations. Yeah, Trey's here. Darker Dark will be posting his marquees soon. Look forward to it. They're awesome. With all that out of the way, now I want to pull up the voting and we can take a look at the winners. So I don't know a good way to do this. I have it on an Excel spreadsheet. Hey, it's an AtGames event. Of course, I'm going to put it on an Excel spreadsheet. Maybe I will just tell you guys the winners, and maybe that's the best way to do it instead of showing you everything at once, because that'll kind of be boring. So in 4th place, with 11 votes, we have the very talented and very resourceful Darker Dark coming in at 4th place. Coming in at 3rd place and the first winner of an AtGames Legends Quad Play Control Panel with 22 votes, ST Gyro. Congratulations, ST Gyro. And next up, in 2nd place with 27 votes and the second winner of an AtGames Legends Quad Play Control Panel, David G, meaning that the winner of the AtGames Legends Pinball Micro and everybody's favorite Legends Bit LCD Community Marquee design that was submitted goes to Spoon Eck with 31 votes. Congratulations, Spoon Eck. What I'm going to need you guys to do, I'm going to need you guys to contact me. I'll put my email up in the chat, or you can just write me on Twitter, send me a direct message, or just give me a heads up on Twitter. We'll get connected, and I'll send you my email address. I'm going to need your address. I'll send it off to AtGames, and then we'll get your prizes out to you. So congratulations, guys. It's been a wonderful contest. I appreciate everybody for submitting your entries, all taking part in this, making the AtGames Legends Ultimate Bit LCD community look just a little bit prettier. And I want to say thank you to AtGames for sponsoring this. What a cool contest. Congratulations to everybody. And keep making these cool marquees, and I hope AtGames keeps doing cool stuff like this with the community and really, rewarding creativity like this. I think that's pretty awesome. So congratulations, everybody. Rah! And I once again want to apologize, guys. I've never been through some kind of sickness like this in my entire life. I feel terrible. I wish I was more active and able to support this contest a little bit better than what I did. I also, you may see I'm wearing this shirt here. This is a shirt I got from a company called Into the AM. They make these amazing shirts. This is actually a glow-in-the-dark design. I was supposed to do a sponsorship video with them back in the middle of October, and I just got way too sick. I couldn't do it. So I think they're pretty mad at me, but I'll still do the sponsorship even if they don't pay me, because, they sent me out the gear and all that stuff, and they're a really good company. I love their gear, so we'll do it anyways. But yeah, it's been an interesting month because of that. But anyways, without that out there, guys, congratulations once again to everybody who participated. You guys all did awesome, an awesome contest. So, just one quick chat here. Martin Meyer, Michael, how did you obtain your Bit LCD in Canada? Unfortunately, the only way that you could obtain it right now, how I obtained it, was AtGames actually sent it out to me for review, and that's how I got it. Hopefully there will be options to buy it in Canada. You know, our two biggest retail partners that we have here in Canada are obviously the Brick and Buy Stuff store. So if you're interested in getting a Bit LCD here in Canada so you can do cool shit like we just saw in the video, make sure you hit up the Brick and Buy Stuff store and let them know you want them to bring these in. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Biggie D. David G, I loved yours, man. Like, at first I was just looking at it, and it never clicked in till afterwards. David had wrote me a couple times and said, hey, I'm going to get it in, but I need some extra time because I need some good weather to film. And I was like, what is he talking about? Like, to film the video of his AtGames Legends Ultimate, playing the video? I never once thought that they were actually going to film live action scenes for it, but yeah, really cool. Conte Dinda says Buy Stuff actually has the Bit LCD marquees. So guys, they do ship across Canada, even though they're just in Ontario. So if you want a Bit LCD, you can in fact get them from Buy Stuff. Endless One Up. Hello. All right, guys. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the next one. Next topic I want to talk about tonight. Last weekend was Black Friday, and right before the holidays, it's the perfect time to go out and get stuff for your loved ones, your kids, your family. I did none of the above and just spent a bunch of money on myself because I'm a selfish jerk. But I wanted to show you all the cool stuff that I picked up over Black Friday. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a couple years since I've really got excited about gaming Black Friday because I kind of might have had what I wanted and the deals didn't seem that great the last couple years. There wasn't a lot to be excited about. But this year, there was a little bit more to be excited about, and I wanted to share with you what I picked up. So guess what, guys? I've completely bamboozled you into watching an old school pickup video. Ha! Gotcha! So, I gotta see if I can bring this up first before I show you guys. I've got my physical stuff here, at least the stuff I can bring up, but I want to see if there's some way I can just bring this up on my... I don't know how to do this, how to get into my community tab. Believe it or not, I actually don't know how to work YouTube. So I gotta see if I can get into my community tab, and if I can figure that out, oh, we're gonna have some fun, guys. And I don't know how to get into my community tab. Where's my community tab? Why can't I see this? This should be easy, right? Oh my, see comments. Does anybody here know how to get into the community tab? Just give me a minute here, guys. You got to be patient with me. I am not a smart man. But I will find it. How to get into my community tab. And then you're all in big trouble once I figure it out. It's just going to take a minute. You guys talk about yourself. Talk amongst yourselves until I figure this out. Still haven't figured it out. No, sir. Oh, here we go. So, here's the first one. Probably what I said was, I'm definitely not going to get a home arcade this Black Friday. I only have a limited amount of money, so I'm not going to spend it on a home arcade. I said that to you guys last week, and I've already told you about this. But I decided I wasn't, and instead I was going to take the chunk of money I had that would have been dedicated towards a home arcade and do something nice for somebody that means the world to me. So I just got to pull this up here now and show you guys. So this is actually my wife, and I have purchased her a Xbox Series S. Now, when the Xbox X and Series S came out, I absolutely had zero interest in picking up this version of the Xbox. I looked at it. It didn't do the full 4K for gameplay because it maxes out at like, I think it's like 2140p or whatever it is. But what happened was these went on sale here in Canada for $2.99 over Black Friday. Walmart had them on for $2.99. GameStop originally had them on for $3.19, but then dropped it down to $3.09. I knew Walmart would be a pain in the ass to deal with, and I like going to GameStop because it's super easy. The other thing about GameStop is One, I do things with my Edge card. Like anything I buy, when it comes tax time, if I want to go get a receipt to try to claim some of the stuff on my taxes, I just got to go to my Edge account and I can pull up all my purchases. So I have all my receipts automatically. Anyways, I'm probably telling you too much here. But my wife actually loves Xbox, believe it or not. I know some jokers make comments that, yeah, that's definitely not for her. I already have an X. Every now and then she comes out on our main gaming TV and she will play the X. Put myself on screen because I'm doing a lot of talking here. She will play the Xbox Series X. Just go into Game Pass. There's a couple games she plays. Mainly the two big ones were the Jurassic World Evolution games. Jurassic World Evolution 2, still on Game Pass, so she's playing that. I've been trying to get her into Let's Build a Zoo. But for the last month, she keeps asking me about this game called Disney Dreamlight Valley. So she wanted me to buy it for her. She has a Switch, but I also know that she likes playing on the TV and stuff. But she doesn't like coming out and playing on the TV where I have the Xbox Series X. She finds it a little complicated to set everything up because I have like 5 consoles attached to the TV. She finds it a little overwhelming. So I know this is the height of too muchery, but I decided I was going to buy her own Xbox Series S so she could get in and fool around with these games that she plays on Game Pass. So she's in there now, playing Dreamlight Valley, finishing up her Jurassic World Evolution. She's having a blast. I couldn't be happier. And there's also a fun side story to this as well, because when me and my wife first started seeing each other, like I was a poor kid right out of university, working at my very first job before I had started moving up at that place into the management chain or whatever you would call it, and I had no money. My wife saved up everything she had to buy me a special birthday present, and she got me my very first gift she ever got me was an Xbox 360. So here it is 17 years later, and I return the favor and I buy my wife an Xbox. So at some point I've got to get those two pictures. Like there's a picture of me that's on the couch on the other side of her, and it's me hugging my Xbox 360 she bought me. So now I've got a picture of her with an Xbox. So I've got to get them and put them in like a frame together. And anyways, just some fun, stupid stuff. So that was the big purchase for Black Friday, was I was going to buy an Xbox Series S for my wife. So there it is. Anyways, I apologize, guys. I'm probably killing you guys in the comments here. Yeah, Paul Minderman got a Series S at $240 a week ago. Then today, Amazon had $40 credit. Contacted Amazon support, and they gave me the credit $200 for the Series S. That's great. Biggie D's Arcade says, I saw Steps bought one also. Nick Gamble says, nice. I platinumed in the game, played it so much. Xbox Series S. I keep saying Series. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. But anyways, Xbox Series S, so far, it's been a hit. Huge fan favorite for my wife. She has it on our, in our fancy formal living room where she spends all her time with the baby and stuff. She can enjoy it there, and it's just set up on the TV, so good for her. And Bob Wife says, my wife's first gift to me was a PS2 way back when. Good women. I agree, Bob, I agree. Anyway, so moving on back to the rest of the show, I'll show you then my more selfish stuff I managed to buy for myself. So this year, I planned on picking up some PlayStation 5 games. Some came normally and some came not so normally, but the first one I picked up I don't actually physically have here, but it's on the thumbnail, and it was The Last of Us Part 1. And what happens is, usually when I go out and buy stuff for myself Black Friday, my wife chimes in and goes, hey, you don't really need that right now, I can give that to you for Christmas, right? So I bought Last of Us Part 1, and my wife took it and wrapped it up. It's under the tree for me right now, so I can't physically show you that one. But Last of Us Part 1, this is the third time I've bought this game now. I bought it originally on the PlayStation. Actually, that's not true. My wife bought it for me as a birthday present for my PlayStation 3. That was the first time I got it. PlayStation 4, I bought the cheaper Greatest Hits version of the remastered version, which I never played because it was so close to the original Last of Us Part 1. And now I have the updated PS5 graphics one, and I'm a sucker for that. Games designed specifically for the PS5. So I decided to buy that. Before God of War got in the way, I was currently playing Last of Us Part 2. And I just think after I finish Last of Us Part 2, it'll be a fun transition to then play the PlayStation 5 mastered version of Last of Us Part 1 again. Great games. Sometimes they can be a real drag, man, with the storytelling. It's really sad, but otherwise, really good games. That one was on sale here in Canada for $59.99, and I know you guys are freaking out, but you got to remember, regularly priced PlayStation 5 games here are like $78, $79, and actually, I think the PlayStation 5 games are $89.99 Canadian, so $59, that's a good deal. Anyways, moving on, I'm also a huge role-playing game fan, and I decided to bolster my PlayStation 5 role-playing games because I was looking at the GameStop deals here in Canada. So the one I was most interested in was actually a brand new game, and that is, look, old school pickups. That one is Star Ocean: The Divine Force, and this was the one I was definitively going to get. And I think I told you guys this story last week, but I'll tell you again. This one was on sale, regular $79.99, which is the regular price for games here, $15 off, so it was going to be $64.99. And I said, hey, that's enough of a bargain. I really want to try the new Star Ocean. And it was close enough to the launch that I justified the price. However, instead of going to the store to pick it up, I decided to pre-buy this online Black Friday morning before I went to the store. And there was some kind of weird glitch on the site where instead of it being $15 off, it was $64.99 minus $40. So somehow I picked up this 2-week-old or a month-old game for $24.99 Canadian. So I'm very excited about the insane glitch deal I got on Star Ocean: The Divine Force. I'm a huge RPG Squeenix, going back to the Square and Enix days of the PlayStation 1 when they were separate companies. And I've been playing Star Ocean since Star Ocean 2: The Second Story on the PlayStation 1. So I haven't finished a lot of these. I want to keep the series alive. That's why I gave them my $24.99. And then on top of that, one that I have been interested in for a while is Final Fantasy Origins: Stranger of Paradise. This is one I'm interested in playing. It's not a Final Fantasy game, but it kind of retells the story from the original Final Fantasy. This one was on sale for $34.99 Canadian, and I figured, what the hell? I want to try it out. I love the story from the first Final Fantasy. I mean, I won't spoil it if you don't know it, but you should totally know it by now. It has a really, really interesting story. And there's actually a really cool story about why the game was named Final Fantasy. And that's because Squaresoft was actually going to go out of business. So they decided one last stone throw in the ocean to try to make it work. And what they did was they did Final Fantasy, which was their last adventure game, which ended up being a huge success. And here we are today. We've got a super chat, and I hope I haven't missed any more. $2 super chat from Stringer Films. Love the high-end buffet story, Michael B. High-end buffet. You're welcome, Stringer Films. And I just want to go back, make sure I didn't miss anything. Other super chats. I'm sorry, guys. Since I got hacked there a couple of weeks ago, I lost my ability to bring my chats up on the screen. So I had to get back in touch with Justin, who told me all about that link in I got there. So I got to bring that back up. Chris Langlois says, Origins Stranger of Paradise is a pretty fun go. Looking forward to that. We can't see the game covers. The light is reflected off it. I'm sorry, guys. What about if I do this? Should be able to see it now. I am very sorry because I'm holding it like that. It's been a long time since I've done a pickup video, guys. This is all very foreign to me now. And then if you didn't see it, the Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Me shielding it this way, so it should be there. Justin is in the chat, but he's currently in his car at his daughter's ballet. Justin says he didn't know the Final Fantasy story. That's funny, man. Yeah, that's where the name Final Fantasy comes from, because it was their last attempt at doing something. Game Chasers, it is so good to see you. Is it weird I play arcades using my butt crack? No, that's totally fine. Totally fine. And old school pickup video. Last thing, this one came highly recommended from Happy Console Gamer, and I'm a big fan of this series. Going back to the PlayStation 1 as well. So we got Valkyrie Elysium, which is very, very different. If you're a fan of the Valkyrie profile games, this is the continuation. Hopefully they make more of these games, but it's a very different experience. The only thing I don't like about this, the only way I could get this was the Guts game, GameStop calls it, which means it was the last one they had in store. This case was the display case, and I never do this, but I really wanted it on sale. It was like $50 Canadian. I was determined I was going to get all 3 of these since I got the first 2. So I agreed to get the Guts one, and I'm going to have to open this one sooner rather than later to make sure nothing's wrong, but you can see the sticker there. Stringer Film says, you got to say it like this, Michael B. All right, Stringer Films, hope that worked, and thank you very much for the $2 super chat. So those guys are my PlayStation 5 pickups, and my PlayStation 5 library is actually fairly respectable at this point. Fairly respectable, believe it or not. But there was one more. And I really didn't intend to get this game. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. I hemmed and hawed all Black Friday period, and I got it, like, on the last day. What I was really hoping for is I actually wanted to play this on my Steam Deck on the go. I wanted to have the option to jump back and forth between my computer and my Steam Deck. But lo and behold, it never went on sale for Black Friday over Steam, and I was like, son of a bitch. So I went back and I wanted to get the store version, and I was determined I was going to get it for Xbox Series X. Except everywhere locally, including Amazon.ca, were sold out of this version, and I couldn't get it. So I said, screw it, I'm not going to go through all the trouble. I will just go to Walmart. And when I went to the Walmart website, it said they actually did have the Xbox version in stock. So I went to Walmart to pick up the Xbox version, and the 2 old ladies working at the counter couldn't find it and refused to look for it anywhere. So I said, screw it, I'll just get this one on PlayStation 5 too, and that is Elden Ring. Old school pickups, Elden Ring. So I, for some reason, continuously buy these Souls games, and then I don't play them. In fact, I have never got anywhere in any of the Soul games. Like, I've bought so many of them. Like, I bought Bloodborne, I bought Dark Souls 3, I bought Sekiro. I'm referring to your story on the side chat. What is going on, Stringer Films? The side chat, what is going on? Oh, the fireside chat last night. Okay, yeah. All right, now I understand. Thank you very much for the super chat, Stringer Films. So anyways, I bought Bloodborne, I bought Dark Souls 3, I bought Sekiro, I bought Demon Souls Remastered on PlayStation 5. I just keep buying these games. But the reason I bought this one, is because looking at reviews, they explained it. They said it basically took what Breath of the Wild did and expanded upon it. It's a beautiful game. The combat's hard, but my goddamn brother bought this game when it first came out on PC, and he actually finished it. And I said, well, if my brother can finish it, obviously it's not as difficult as the rest of the Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and the Neversoft Soulsoft games, or whatever you want to call them. So I started talking to my brother afterwards, and I was like, hey, I finally bought Elden Ring. I'm excited to dive into it and play through this beautiful world that everybody talks about and have that great open world experience. And like, you finished it, so it's not that complicated, not that difficult, right? Like the other games. And Matthew was like, no, it was really hard. I played it on PC. I cheated with mods. That's how I finished it. And I was like, oh, you son of a... Oh, yeah. Anyways, so I will be back to you, Stringer Films, in just 1 second. But yeah, so I finally bought Elden Ring. Everybody says this is game of the year. I want to try it, but I got a feeling I'm going to be difficulty out very quickly when I start playing it. So Elden Ring added to the list. So 5 PlayStation 5 games. I'm starting to get to the point where I've been with the rest of the PlayStation consoles where I just keep buying games, man. And these libraries keep going up. So before we get back to the pickups, I've got to tell this story for everybody. Stringer Films, last night I did this fireside chat with Console Kits, and I was telling the story back when I first started YouTube. I was a little self-conscious about doing it, and I was a little self-conscious about the event I was out to. I was at a high society event with my wife. Their family is... very to-do in the community and involved in politics and stuff like that. So I was there, and I was pretty self-conscious about myself being there at this really, really high-scale event. And I'm going through this buffet area, picking up some food, and some guy comes up to me, and he looks at me, and he's like, hey, aren't you Michael B? I was like, hey, man. And my wife was like, oh, that's so cool, you got recognized. I was just like, Yeah, I know, Nick Gamble. Demon Souls Remastered looks amazing, but like I try to play through the first part and I just like die, and I'm just so frustrated because I'm so confused by it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyways, so I got Elden Ring, and we'll see where it goes from there. Now, before I get to the last one, which is probably the one you guys will be most interested in, I did get one other console item that I'm pretty excited about. So, you guys may remember... Sorry. You guys may remember a while back, thanks to the guys at Complete Geek TV, I won a contest, and I won the Electric Volt Xbox One or Xbox Series X controller from them. And this is what I've been using as my main Xbox controller for the last little while. I recently got the Steam Deck, I don't know what you call it, the Steam Deck, oh, this is killing me, Steam Deck dock. And I decided I was going to turf my Xbox One controller I've been using for my PC to use with the Steam Deck dock. So I wanted to get a new Xbox controller for my PC, but I was just going to buy this blue one there when I went last night. But the guy at GameStop upsold me and convinced me to get this, the Mineral Camo Xbox Series X controller. And yeah, I kind of fell in love with it. It was $5 more, but you know, it had a neat design. And I'm usually not this guy. Like, I'm not Captain Colors. Like, I usually either get white or black when it comes to these controllers. But I love these Xbox controllers. I've becoming a controller collector. I feel like this is back in the days of the N64 where you wanted all the cool colors for the controllers. But I got the Mineral Camo Xbox controller. So this is going to become my new main Xbox Series X controller. And then this is going to become my PC controller. And then this is going to become my Steam Deck docked controller. So that's the thing. This one was on sale for, I don't know, it was $64.99. The regular controllers were down to $59.99. So I think it was like $20 off, something like that. So yeah, Captain Colors. That's me, Captain Colors. But yeah, this is a really neat controller. One thing that's a little bit different from the other controllers is you can see here that there's actually, I don't know what it's called, but this gradient here, raised gradient, even on the trigger buttons on the side and stuff like that. It's a very comfortable controller. I mean, Xbox just ever since they came out with the original Duke, and then they went to the, what was the second Xbox controller? I never ever had the Duke. I bought my Xbox late. So I had the Xbox, I don't know what it was called, S controller or whatever it was. The second one, that has evolved into the Xbox 360 controller, what's not the best. But then when we hit the Xbox One and now Series S, I mean, like the Xbox controller is pretty much, in my opinion, best in the business. I love the new DualSense too, but this is definitely the best in the business in my opinion. Coffee time. Anyways, so that's all the stuff. And then last but not least, after saying I wasn't going to buy any arcades and I was talking about how I was an oak, I turned out not to be an oak at all, and I bought something. Something I said I wasn't going to buy. And we all know what it is. You know what's coming here. I don't know why I'm trying to hold off on this. So, if you guys have been watching, if you watched Super Game Room Dudes, the Lost episode from this past, excuse me, Super Game Room Dudes, the Lost episode from this past Friday, you would already know what I got. But if you didn't, I did the thing. I bought NFL Blitz, and let me explain what happened. It went on sale here in Canada, and it's only been available here in Canada, like physically available for people to actually take home for about a week. So it's been out for a week here in Canada before it went on sale for $5.99, $200 off. And my FOMO was through the roof at that point, but I was saying, you know what, I wasn't a big Blitz fan back in the day. This is not a game I have a bunch of arcade nostalgia for. I did have a lot of fun playing it in Chicago with my friends, but it's not online. I don't like the art. The art is not authentic, so I don't think it would fit in my arcade game room. So there was so many reasons telling me not to get it. But the sale and, you know, just playing football with friends amped me up. And then something happened last week. Blitz went online. And that kind of changed my opinion, to be honest. So I got some video here from this guy, 19K Fox. He's a pretty capable YouTuber, so I just want to show you some of this. 19K Fox was playing Blitz Online. He's got a good video up. One of the other determining videos was actually Console Fanboy put a gameplay video up as well as his experience. Right now, like, this is still beta. Like, online's not working. Everything's not completely peachy. Right now, there's a beta experience. Now, I can't comment on... P-Dub said in his experience, he finds the frames drop. It's not 60 frames per second. He thinks it's dropped down to 30 frames per second. Console Fanboy looked like he had a really good experience, but I think it was the Rexer show pointed out that there was a 10-second period of stutter or something on his gameplay. 19K Fox had some gameplay that looked really good. The truth about the online gameplay for any of Arcade 1-Up games is the gameplay experience is only going to be as good as the connection between both players, as it's a peer-to-peer network. I don't fully understand how it works, but, that's what I've been told over and over again. But Blitz Online, the beta for this is here, and I've heard some rumblings that the other two games should be here soon and should be working soon. So the opportunity to play this stupid, fun football game, and I do love football, online at such a discounted price was too much. So, FOMO kicked in, and like everybody predicted, I got it. So, I know you guys are all making fun of me right now because you know what I did? I'm picking up an Arcade Friday, and it rhymes with Narc. Is it Narc Stringer Films? Tell me it's Narc Stringer Films. I'm actually pretty jealous of that. I love Narc, and it's one of my fondest arcade memories, not from actually playing it in the arcade, but seeing it in the opening when they first go to the Foot Clan place in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The arcade that they're playing there is Narc, so I always think of that every single time I see the movie poster. I think of that Narc arcade, so congratulations. And that's a good game. I have horrible memories of playing Narc on the NES growing up. I got it for Christmas one year. It didn't end up being the best game, so that's funny. Anyways, I caved, and I did what I said I wasn't going to do. I bought both Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and NFL Blitz. NFL Blitz is actually going to be here rather quickly. It's going to be here on Thursday. That's what it's saying, but it'll more than likely be delayed. So I wanted to show you guys now. This is something I don't usually do on Chill and Chat. I'm going to change the screen orientation. So as you can see behind me, I've made some room up here in my office arcade. Now you guys know this is typically the multicade place, and previously in this spot was my AtGames Legends Ultimate Mini. I've moved the Mini for now. That's out of here. And I was thinking about bringing my Neo Geo up here, but I think I'm going to forego that because, you know what? Blitz doesn't have the right art. Blitz isn't a recreation of the original arcade. I am standing on this. It does not belong down in my Genie Cave because that is for recreations of original arcades. That's what I want down there. And where the peer-to-peer connection is supposed to be the most important. This is the room with the best internet connection. If I want to hardwire it, this is the only room that realistically I can probably hardwire it in. So I've decided to use that spot for Blitz. So right now I'm breaking a rule and I'm putting a sort of not multicade up here, but it's also not a recreation of an arcade. So going forward, you're going to see NFL Blitz right next to that Legends Pinball. I think we'll see how it fits and how I get everything in, but that's what I'm doing with it. Other people might be happy to throw it in their arcade, and I thought about putting it in my overflow space, but I didn't want to throw it in next to XL cabs. I didn't think that would look right, even though they're all sports themed. So I decided, I need room for Blitz. Blitz is going to go up here for the time being. So NFL Blitz is going to be behind me in videos, and I'm hoping that with the ability to hardwire it, I'm going to have a good connection while playing, and I'm going to be able to have fun. So now that I've told you guys about it, I get to get back in and get laughed at. Will it fit Koja Jangles? Yeah, I think it will. I've got it sort of measured out, and these arcades are not exactly too tight together back here, so I can move it over a little bit. I think Blitz will fit in that space pretty good. Yeah, Biggie D says Blitz is a good cab to have behind you. Lots of NFL fans out there that are going to appreciate that. Steve V's Nana Cave Arcade says it's a recreation from the front. That not true. Not true. It's a combination cab because the Marquee is original Blitz, but the control panel is Blitz 99, Steve V. So it's a combination recreation from the front. I'm not justifying anybody else that's fine with it. And honestly, it could go on my arcade. Like I said, like jammed in next to other arcades. You won't even notice the art on the side. And I could always wrap it with original art if I wanted to, because it's really only the side panels that are messed up. And the marquee on that one is terrible, so I'd probably get a new marquee too. It might end up down in my arcade eventually, but right now, I would have to get rid of a 4-player cab in order to put it in there. And right now, my 4-player cabs, I have Golden Axe, I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original Turtles, but with a light-up marquee, direct from Arcade 1-Up. I also have Simpsons, and I also have X-Men. I have no intention to get rid of either of those, so I just don't have anywhere to put it. So it was either the overflow space, or I put it up here, and then with the benefits of the internet connection, that just made sense. See, Steve V? I know I'm right. Frogger made it into the Genie Cave with fake art. I know. I shouldn't throw stones, Jason M. You're right. Yeah, I when I do, gotta upgrade that marquee. I think I'll be hitting up Retro 530 or I'll be hitting up Zabos because I'm gonna do pretty much all of them because Marvel vs. Capcom 2's marquee. The marquee is excellent quality in terms of the light quality. But, I mean, just the marquee itself, the art on it looks shitty, and it's censored, so I'm going to be talking to them. I'm going to be getting a new Marvel vs. Capcom 2 marquee, a new Blitz marquee, and while I'm at it, what the hell, might as well get a new Terminator 2 marquee as well. That's what I'm saying. So anyways, guys, I did cave. I bought both Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I know. I went against what I said, but did I really? Because I didn't buy either of these cabs at full price when they first came out. I played the loophole card, and it wasn't a $5 off. I got $160 off through this weird sale at the Bay. So $160 off Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like immediately the first week it was available. And then a week to 2 weeks after Blitz was available, that went on sale for $200. And I said I wasn't going to buy these right out, maybe eventually on sale. It's just the maybe eventually on sale part happened right away. So there we go. That T2 marquee looks good, really add to the look. Yeah, like my T2 marquee looks okay, but I'm thinking while I'm at it, I might as well just get an upgraded one that looks better. The only one that I have in this new marquee form factor is that I don't need to change out is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat looks great, so. But where is Godzilla or Stranger Things? I know. Godzilla or Stranger Things. JT Brumwick, you're 100% right. And I keep waiting to win the lottery so I can just go buy those and I don't have to save up or make any sacrifices on my part. Yeah, the bad guy, Mike Worley, knows not buying cabs at any time at full price is a good thing. So I managed to get $200 off Blitz and $160 off Marvel vs. Capcom 2 immediately when they came out, and that was a win to me in my opinion. Now, guys, before we finish up, there is another thing. When I get Blitz, can you please stream online this weekend? That's the Playing Console Fanboy, so maybe me and you can get together for some games. I just can't hear you in my ears because I saw how you play, and you're so mean. I don't want to play with you. You're so mean. But before we go, I do want to talk about this one. This is one that's been making the rounds this past week, and I'm a little bit confused by it. So just give me a second, guys. I want to bring this up. So not this week, but last week, iArcade released a surprise game that we didn't even get notice about from their email distribution list they send out to influencers. Like, basically, nothing came out. I was absolutely shocked. And anyways, it came out, and it was a huge surprise because it's a big arcade title that, is very fondly loved by a lot of people. That people have asked. They said, man, I would love to see Arcade 1-Up do it. This is a game people have asked for on other arcades. And lo and behold, iArcade released it out of nowhere. So let me just bring this up. It is Moon Patrol. I saw it, everything about it screamed makes sense to me. I mean, it's a arcade classic. The price was right at $7.99. I picked it up, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not that familiar with Moon Patrol. I don't know if I've ever played the original arcade. I've never even just toyed with it through emulation. Like, I've seen the arcade, but when I was at Galloping Ghost, but I never played it. So I started playing it, and it's a fun game. It's super simplistic. The graphics, P-dubs will be the first to tell you, if Bad Dudes didn't hold up, this one certainly didn't either. But, it's an awesome arcade game. If you guys haven't seen any of it, let me just play the video here for you guys. I don't know why I'm showing you on this little tiny screen that they show you here. I'll just go to the YouTube video, and we'll watch this guy, Dr. Squash, because I wasn't ready. We'll watch this for Dr. Squash Soap. But here is Moon Patrol. This is basically it. There's the iArcade video for it. You get in this little moon buggy, and it's all about jumping and shooting, and it's just, I don't know, it's got this fun appeal to it. It's an awesome arcade game with good name recognition. iArcade have pulled out a good get here. I mean, this is not as good as R-Type. I think R-Type is the better IRAM game, and that was the big one they got, but Moon Patrol was a win for iArcade. I think they really did something good here. But then the conversation turns to something it doesn't need to turn in, and it was crazy, with people fighting on whether or not it's a AAA game. And I was asked on, Super Game Room Dudes and a couple other shows, is it a AAA game? And by definition, technically, a AAA game is a game released from a medium to large size publisher. And IRAM certainly at the time was a medium to large size publisher, so technically it's a AAA game. Now, I've said at the same time, I think a AAA game is something that would sell a console or something that would sell a system. I mean, Arcade 1-Up, if you look at their lineup, mainly what they're putting in stores are what I would consider AAA games. I'm not saying one company is better than the other. It's just, you have Street Fighter, you have Mortal Kombat, you have Ridge Racers, stuff like that. Those are almost household names. The same thing as Tylenol compared to aspirin. Like, everybody knows it's, I forget what that term is. It becomes an industry term, for video games for a long time. No one ever said I'm playing Sega or I'm playing this. Everything was Nintendo. No matter what video game system you were playing, is somehow Nintendo. That became the industry term, or I don't know how to say it. So, anyways, the point I'm trying to make is Moon Patrol came out, and then there was this stupid argument about whether or not it was a AAA game. Is it a AAA game? I don't know. Is it a good game? Yeah, it's really good, and this is a good get for iArcade and a reason to celebrate. So I don't think fans of iArcade should get their backs up and be worried about what anybody else is saying on whether or not it's a AAA game. It's just a really good game that you guys got, so have fun and celebrate it. And don't let somebody bring you down by saying whether or not it's a AAA game or not. I don't understand the mentality behind why you're so worried about whether or not someone is concerned whether or not it's a AAA game. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't at all. I get it that there's people out there that are not fans of the iArcade, that are constantly critical that the iArcade doesn't have any AAA games. But you don't need to be defensive. I mean, if it's something you love and you like, just be happy you got it. It doesn't matter what a classification on a game is. It's the stupidest thing ever. So, guys, don't worry about whether or not the game's AAA. You guys got a good one. And you're getting more good ones. Vigilante's dope. One of my favorite TurboGrafx 16 games. Ninja Spirit's coming. R-Type Leo. There's so much cool stuff and positivity happen. But I see all this negativity about people being worried about people not recognizing Moon Patrol as a AAA game. Forget about that stuff. Just enjoy what you enjoy. Forget what other people are saying. Console Fanboy, $5 Super Chat. What are the possibilities of iArcade getting Smash TV and having that dual stick feature available? I don't know if Smash TV is a game that iArcade will get. I'm just going to be honest now. Most of Arcade 1-Up's deals with certain companies, they demand exclusivity. So I don't know if where Smash TV is a Williams game, it's under Time Warner. I don't know if Arcade 1-Up has an exclusive deal with them or not. I'm not 100% sure. If Arcade 1-Up doesn't have an exclusive deal, yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, yeah, they can go to Warner Brothers and say, how much money is it? Then it gets into a conversation of money. And, if they've got to pay $1 million to get, I don't know if Smash TV $1 million. I don't know what the license would cost. Then they got to do the math on it. It's X amount of dollars divided by Y amount of users, how much we can charge, and they've got to figure out whether it'll be profitable to be getting it. Rainwater Games. Term was not coined until Final Fantasy VII for AAA. Technically, none of these arcade games are AAA because that implies tens of $millions in development and marketing costs. No, I guess, but really the term is just a medium to large size company. At least that's the definition I read. You might be reading a different definition. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a AAA game or not. It's a really friggin' cool arcade game that we've all wanted to play on one of these consoles, and we got it. Let's just be happy with that and not worry on whether or not someone else thinks it's a AAA game or not. If it's AAA in your heart, that's all that matters. And again, thank you, Console Fanboy, for the super chat. That's my opinion on that, guys. Don't worry about it. I made a comment. I don't think Ninja Baseball Batman is AAA, but if you think it's AAA, just be happy with it. Who cares? MG, on the flip side, people can also say it's crap. So what? Yeah, and if someone doesn't like it, that's their opinion too. It shouldn't affect your enjoyment of it or your enjoyment of a company you appreciate getting something you're excited about. Don't worry about this stuff. Forget about the noise. Be young. Have fun. Drink Pepsi. Anyways, guys, I've kept you for as long as I need to keep anybody tonight. I had a really good week. I finally started feeling better. I've played tons of God of War in the process of my recovery. I have been in the works of trying to get my Sega Genesis Mini 2 review done. I'm about 6 hours deep into recording gameplay for something that's going to be a 10-minute video. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life, but I'm hoping that I can get that out in the next couple of days, and I'll see what else I can get done. I've still got a review for the New Wave Toys finally sent me a cab. I'm really excited about it. They sent me the Missile Command, so I want to get that done this week too. And then I got to get to my Dragon's Lair. I've also got my NFL Blitz coming. I'm going to build that. And I've got a couple cabs to stream and catch up with. So I've got Dragon's Lair, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then Blitz that I've all got to do a streaming event from. So let's go there. Anyways, guys, I don't want to keep you any longer than that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you had fun doing my old school game pickup video. And it's been so long since I did that. I used to have a show where I did game pickups way back when. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. Everybody, have a great Monday. This is Michael B. And thanks for watching Chill and Chat with said Michael B. Have a good night, guys.